I'm advertising with a Crab Devil koozie here
Right.
for.
Alrighty. So I think we could probably get started now, giving everybody a little bit of a grace period to get in. So Simone, do you want to start us off?
Yes. Hi everyone. So I'm Simone Leal. Here with me is Lucas Campo. I'm the Membership and Visitor Experience Manager at FMoPA. Lucas is the Communications Manager, and today we are gonna be each other partner throughout this meeting. So the first thing we would like to say on behalf of FMoPA is that we are extremely grateful to your continued support, and especially to your loyalty to our museum. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sticking with us. So yeah, my second slide would be just, since we don't know how many people are gonna actually come to this meeting, we would ask you to hold your questions to the end, because we're gonna have towards the end Q&A. So if you could just hold on to your questions, that would be great. And then when we get to Q&A, you can either raise your hand or ask a question through the chat. We're going to be monitoring the chat as well. So we absolutely want your questions. Let's just hold on to them for a little bit. Thank you. So
can I just make a comment? I was just texting with Jim Miller, and he can't get on because of Zoom problems.
Okay. Should we wait a little bit? I don't know if people are is everybody okay? I want to be respectful of everybody.
No, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I think we should move, keep moving forward, guys.
Okay.
If you can get on, that's great.
So our agenda for today will start with our wonderful chair, Alexis Milner. He will address our group. Then after that, the two new members, Wendy and Robin Odell, they're gonna talk a little bit too, because they just joined us. Then we are gonna move on to talk about our new location. We couldn't be more excited about it. And then upcoming exhibitions, and then Lucas is going to go through that. I will go through our membership perks. So we'll show some slides of organizations around that. If you have our membership card, and I mean FMoPA's membership card, you can get in and enjoy their art. So I'll go over the Norman's term stickers. Then plans for near future. So we'll have screenings, curatorial and art stocks, upcoming exhibitions. Right now we have collaborations with UT, Blake and USF. Actually, one of our interns from USF, Brandon Najee, and I hope he joins us at some point during this meeting. He's responsible for taking most of the photos of the Norman CERM organizations. And I would like to give him a shout out. Then we'll open the floor to discussion, then final remarks, and yeah, that's the plan. So, so let's go. Alexis, please, if you would take the proverbial mic.
Sure. Happy Sunday, everyone. It's nice to see you all.
Good to see you.
Thank you. I think I mean, I know many of you on the call. There are those of you who I don't. So I'll just be very brief. We have a big agenda today, so I don't want to hold us back and keep us rolling along. But I have the luxury of being the volunteer chairman of our board. I'm in my 6th year in that role. The last couple I've served as chairman, which I don't have a playbook for. I kind of fumble my way through. By day, I am the editor-in-chief of the Tampa Bay Business Journal. I'm the longest tenured editor of the newspaper, and keeps me active and busy and immersed in this community. I feel very lucky to have the job in journalism that I do. I have a pretty deep background around various kinds of media. I started in public radio, and I've worked in television, and now manage a 9-person newsroom that does business-to-business news every day. And it's afforded me the chance, I'm now in my 19th year in that role, to get to know the community in incredible ways. Because there's always so much, as you know, growth happening in this market, which we're going to talk about our little role in that in just a minute. Our board is also a wonderful group, and one of the things I love about being on our board is getting to know them. And it's comprised of other professionals in law, real estate, media, photography. It's really kind of a well-honed, smaller group given the last couple of months that we've been in, but we're all trying to figure out ways to help this museum survive and now thrive, especially with the fantastic developments that you'll hear more about today. It's a really exciting and challenging in a really good way moment for us. Simone and Lucas will talk a lot about our move to Ybor, and you'll meet our wonderful co-leadership team, and who I'm thrilled are both on the call, both Wendy Lee and Robin Odell. Wendy has, and you'll learn, I think we're going to put the press release that we've been distributing in the chat so you can see that for those of you that didn't. But I can't say enough about this moment in time and having these two as collaborators. It's a joy to spend time with each of them, and as I'm getting to know both Robin and Wendy, we couldn't be in better hands during this period of transition. And as you'll hear, this move to Ybor has so much potential, not only because it dovetails with the vision of our landlord, Daryl Shaw, the former co-founder of Blue Pearl Veterinary, who's developing gasworks in Ybor, which is a massive. I mean, I think Jeff Vinnick has built Water Street up in Tampa. Gasworks just on the fringes of Ybor, and in Ybor, it's only a portion of the property he owns, and Daryl is very committed to the heart and soul of his district being in culture and the arts. And the opportunity that we have is astonishing in this ground level 7th Avenue Ybor location, because it's a chance to be a leader and an anchor in a cultural progression that is changing Ybor, I think, for all kinds of good ways. There's a creative cluster there that's been happening for a lot of years. So again, I don't want to. I want to leave it there and continue so we can hit this pretty active agenda today. But again, it's a joy. I would just call those of you who aren't on our board or our staff, and our staff, by the way, you're meeting them here today, are stellar and fantastic, and it's been a joy to get to know them and meet them too. Some of the byproducts of the last bunch of months of transition, where we're now really trying to stabilize. But the call to action I have for all of you is you've been supportive members for so long, and that is incredible. I just would love to see everybody continue to evangelize on behalf of FMoPA. It's so important to have these cultural institutions in our community, and we again have a leadership role given the fact that we've been around a while, 20+ years, and. Are there folks that you know that can connect us to fundraising and dollars? That's the real challenge now. It's a lot of competition among nonprofits, and who do you know that loves photography, that is either in a corporate role or may connect us to other industries that do fund community and arts. But just any other connections that you can make to somebody who might be able to get really enthusiastic and support or buy a wing. Naming rights are available, I think. We're still working on that. But I think there's tremendous opportunity in connecting and using our members who are at the heart and soul of this museum to continue to make connections. Who do you know? Who do they know? And that's the way we'll continue to make this wonderful gem survive. So with that, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So Robin or Wendy, which one would like to take the mic?
You want to go, Wendy? Pardon me?
You go first.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Wendy. I'm seeing like 500 pictures of myself now, so it's a little intimidating. But I am so excited to be involved with this group. Some people I've just met. Some people, Rob and I've known for a long time. We were infants. We're not going to date ourselves that long ago, but for several decades. And while I have expertise in education and theater and placemaking before it was called placemaking, taking buildings or places and from basically nothing, ground up, and turning them into, with all sorts of artists, into household names. I would like to transfer those skills over to Florida Museum of Photographic Arts. I started off in education as a high school drama teacher, then opened my own theater, the Loft Theater, on 15th and Fletcher, back in 2 days before the Performing Arts Center opened. And about 7 years after that, met Judy Lisi, and she hired me to do the same thing, basically at the Performing Arts Center with the Schimberg Playhouse, and was able to take that blank canvas, as it were, that empty room, and filled it with cutting edge performance art and plays and festivals and an artist collective. And then eventually had the opportunity from Judy once again to create the Patel Conservatory from ground up, and worked with, so many artists, 22 full-time staff and 70 adjunct teachers, and tons of showcases and performances, worked on the executive team there for about 10 years, and really learned best practices in not-for-profit world under the tutelage of Judy Lisi, CEO and president of the Strauss, who recently retired, and then went on to work with other not-for-profits, the Franciscan Center, Hillel Academy, the Life Enrichment Center, my own church, Unity of Tampa. I was interim CEO there, and have been able to stay involved with Florida Museum of Photographic Arts through Greg Morgan, who then introduced me to Alexis. And now I'm ready to take all my contacts and energy and experience and work with this amazing staff and this very talented woman, executive curator, Robin Odell, to make us rise and shine. So that's what I want to do.
Thank you, Wendy, so much. Thank you.
Great, Wendy.
Thank you.
Excited that you are with us. And thrilled.
Truly.
Yeah. Thank you, Wendy, very much. Hi. I am Robin Odell. Most of you probably know me because I had the distinct, wonderful opportunity to be the curator of collections at the Florida Museum of Photographic Arts for the past 3 years. And then I had just left in June to pursue other, some independent curating things and to write for a new arts and culture magazine that's printed in St. Petersburg called The Artisan Magazine. I do come from I worked as the curator of photography eventually at the Museum of Fine Arts in St. Petersburg, Florida. It was kind of over 15 years. I was a curatorial assistant and associate for 7 years. I went back to graduate school and got a master's in photographic preservation and collections management, and then did a little freelancing, and then ended up back at the MFA as the curator of photography there. So couldn't be more happy to be back with the FMoPA crowd, whom it's just feels like family, really. So and working with the amazing Wendy Lee, who she says, and it's true, we've known each other for a really long time, and I'm really excited about what I'm going to learn from her and these wonderful things we're going to make happen together. I'm also really excited about this whole EBAR renaissance and being a big part of that. I lived in Ybor City, talk about dating myself, from 90 to 92 in a storefront. I paid $175 rent. Yeah. And so it's kind of like, it's another full circle, right? I'm kind of coming back to FMoPA, I'm coming back to Ybor, and I'm really excited about what that means for our institution and how we're going to grow and expand and become this really vibrant part of what's going on in Ybor. And I also, of course, want to thank the staff who has been incredible during this whole transition period, like really, really wonderful. And the board who have totally stepped up and are leading the way and being so supportive. Yeah, I'm just really excited about the future.
Yay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You can scroll through if you want while you're doing your part.
Also, I'll start with presenting some very nice total membership numbers. So we are fluctuating since 2020 around 550, and we are very happy for these numbers. But now in the new location, we expect to have bigger numbers. Yeah, we expect more members. Yeah. So we love these numbers, but we want them to increase, and we are absolutely sure that they will increase once we are here. Oh, sorry. So these are photos that I think Wendy took these photos, right, Wendy? So in the very beginning. Now, in the next slide, you're gonna see that we have photos, like Keelan said, we have photos on the windows advertising our upcoming strong presence. So when we saw these photos there, we're all so extremely happy, because yeah, it's like, especially being a photographic museum, right? It's a huge symbol to have our collection back on display for the community to enjoy. So I'm super excited about that. And some more photos of our new windows. I had to put my wonderful friend Suzanne Crosby. And then why are we so excited for moving into that new space, the Ybor City Crest building, right? So we not only we are joining all these wonderful institutions like Tempus, Gratus, Tampa City Ballet. So these are institutions that we already collaborated with, but we strongly believe that just by sharing the same space, the same building, we're gonna do much stronger collaborations in the future, you know. And that's exactly what we want to do. I love that Robin used the word family, because that's how I feel when I come to this building now. That FMoPA found its new family kind of thing. Because I love the architecture of the cube, but because we were so far from the other art institutions, it didn't have that same feeling that now we absolutely have here. And again, a shout out to Tempus Projects, Tracy Medula, for also allowing us to use their wonderful space while ours is in transition. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, Tracy. She's working too. So these are again some Ybor photos by Brandon. He can frame like a master. Yeah, so we left that image there not only because it's so representative of Ybor and the new Tampa Bay and this Renaissance, right? And it looks pretty. And we also hope that all the transportation now also will be a little easier for our members and for our visitors. So here we start talking about, as I said, Brandon's internship project. So he visited James, Imagine, Appleton, Ocala, Buck Towers, and Lipa-Ratner. So I'll just very quickly go through these images just to remind all our members that the stickers you have on the back of your membership card. So either you have CERM, which stands for Southeastern Reciprocal Museums, or NARM, which is North American Reciprocal Museums. So while we are in transition, I urge our members to go and if, you know, if they have time, obviously, and I hope they do, to go check these other spaces in our area that also carry very, very nice collections and exhibitions. But Tower Gardens was, and now I just realized I forgot to mention our wonderful Deidre Powell. This was one of her favorite places. And Deidre is not with us as a staff member anymore, but she got a great job at Visit Florida. So she's now the new digital manager at Visit Florida, and we are very happy for her. So these are just some images from Buck Towers, because I don't know if you had the chance of being there. If you like nature photography, you absolutely have to go. It's so contemplative, so meditative. It's like you go there for 1 hour and you feel like you've been on vacation for a few days. Another museum in St. Pete, this one, the Imagine Museum. I don't know if you had a chance of check. It's a glass museum. It's a museum entirely dedicated to glass. And I was flabbergasted with some of their pieces. It's really so imaginative, so different, yeah. And this is the James Museum.
Can I interrupt just for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Right now at the James Museum is this really wonderful exhibit. One of their special exhibit are photographs by Edward Curtis of Native Americans with handicraft, and it's paired with actual pottery and things from the actual Native Americans. It's a wonderful exhibition. So yes, and with your CERN, you can go and see it. I would suggest everybody go see it. It's really lovely.
Thank you. No, thank you.
My commercial for the James Museum.
Sure. Oh, and this is the Lipa-Ratner, right, in Tarpon Springs. I had to leave the photo of the museum itself because it's such a cool architecture, reminding of a real boat. I love it. And their exhibitions are also worth the drive. I'd say you're gonna have a great time.
And now my commercial for them is I curated an exhibit of Tom Kramer photographs that are there right now. And then they also have a little exhibit of Herb Snitzer. Both are amazing photographers in the area who passed last year. And I'm actually going to be giving a talk about Herb Snitzer at the Lieber Ratner on May the 11th. So that's my commercial for the Lieber Ratner.
Awesome, cool. Thank you, Rory. Thank you. So I think the next one. Oh, so that's
okay.
back to back to Lucas. Oh, but before you dive into that, I forgot to give other important numbers. So in the new building, we're gonna have over 3,000 square feet of gallery space. We're gonna, which also made me so absolutely happy. We're gonna keep the format of a main gallery and an adjacent community gallery. I absolutely love that. And on top, but the things that we're gonna, we expect to have here that we didn't have at the Cube, it's like a coffee bar. And then obviously we're gonna keep our little store because we also love for our visitors to be able to buy some either photo merch or books or whatever, postcards, yeah. So yeah, please take it away.
Cool. All right, I guess it's my turn. So hopefully y'all have seen the social media posts I put out or the email to all of our members about this initiative. We did something before my time, before I was at FMoPA called 15 Minutes of Fame, where everybody would hop on a Zoom call and we would show off photographers' creative process, and that was the gist of it. For the sake of being out of house, I wanted to shorten it to 3 minutes and open it up to everybody, make it a lot more easier for people to participate. So this is 3 minutes of fame. There is a Dropbox link that I can link you guys if you want to submit yours, or if you want to email me at communications@FMoPA, I could get you the full description and email you the Dropbox link as well. But really, we just want to show off photographers while we're out of house, give you an opportunity to show off your creative process, your thinking, and how you go about taking the photographs. So as long as it's a presentation, slideshow, voiceover, anything you can think of within the 3 minute time frame, I would really love to show you guys off to our community and really give you your 3 minutes of fame. But now we get a little bit into, in respect of time, this is on our social media. So if you want to go watch this amazing entry, please, you can go find it on our Instagram or our Facebook. But now we'll get a little bit into our exhibitions that we're going to have when we reopen. So our first one is going to be Icons of Black and White. If you've been with the museum for a while, you'll know that this was actually one of our first exhibitions ever. A bunch of the photos are from our permanent collection, and kind of an homage to when we first opened and now opening in Ybor, we will be having it once again, introducing the topic of fine art to the Ybor community. So we're really excited to have this one again on our walls, and we can't wait for everybody to see it. Along with that, we also have our IPC 2023, which has been, or the call for entries has been going on since February. It ends today. So if you haven't submitted your entries, please make sure you do. We already have over 2,500 different authors. It's been an amazing showing so far this year, and all the entries.
We broke 2,000?
Yes, we did. We did this morning.
All right. Yay.
But yeah, so this one comes with the special caveat of being a featured exhibition at the Tampa International Airport. This will be the first time we've ever done this with TIA, and we're really excited to show off to the 60,000 people that come through the museum, or not museum, the airport daily. So when the call for entries ends tonight, we'll take the month to judge, and we'll have the announcement probably, I want to say, somewhere in May, right?
9th of May, supposed to be.
Yeah. So yeah. And then as usual, we continue our outreach and education in the community. Pierre and Kathy do an excellent job. So we are planning on having our children's visual literacy through photography exhibition again, seeing even more creativity and social emotional intelligence coming from children and teaching them a little bit about hopefully a new hobby that they could get into, giving them a creative outlet. And we're very excited to show off some of their work again this year. And then along with the ones that we will have in person, the Icons of Black and White, the one at TIA and Prodigy when we reopen, we do have some fantastic online exhibitions as well. The 2022 International Photography Competition, Veterans Exhibition, and the 2022 Member Show. Once we have the winners for the 2023 IPC, I will get that up on the website as well. But we have those additional 4 that will be coming to online exhibitions for you guys as well. So just kind of to summarize everything here, the International Month of Photography is going to be all of May. I do have some plans for social media and for you guys. Hopefully we can do something along 3 Minutes of Fame and kind of uplift a couple of photographers during that month and really kind of show you guys off. We do have plans on doing a phonothon. We're going to be giving some personalized calls to all of our current and lapsed members, just seeing what we can do to better your membership, get you guys to come back potentially, and help you guys out. So we also have the International Photography Competition at TIA from June 19th to August 18th. We are planning on our soft opening with the Icons of Black and White coming sometime in May 2023. As we've learned over the past couple months, it's kind of hard to get a solid date just because sometimes things are on back order and stuff like that. So May 2023 is our month for the soft open. And then the grand opening will be sometime next September or October 2023.
Yay.
And now, if you guys would like to raise your hand, unmute yourselves, or post your comments or questions, suggestions, anything in the chat, Simone will be taking the questions and we'll get them answered for you.
I have one.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Go ahead,
So-
Dr. Sheehan.
I think that was Jim.
Yes,
So,
thanks for coming in, and sorry it was not as easy as we expected.
Well, it was just, it wasn't your fault. It was Zoom's issue. But anyway, I'm here. So 2 questions or comments. I thought it would be, it might be good to get kicked off to maybe start off with a member show in the community gallery to get members involved back in the swing of things, and then have them invite all of their friends in to see the new show, kind of a member ambassador kind of thing. My other thought was, I know the International Photo Contest is going to be shown at the airport, but would that be something that you would want to then bring those winners into the museum in Ybor for all of those people that, you know, a lot of people traveling through the airport, but normal membership probably may not go out to the airport to see that. And that would be kind of a freebie, if you will, to show, you know, world-class images in the museum and the community gallery with the IPC winners.
A great idea.
Yeah, both of those are great ideas.
Yeah, that's very, very good ideas. Thanks, Jim. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Can't see the questions. Can you pull up the chat there?
Can I ask what a soft opening is?
The soft open will be sometime in May of 2023.
Yeah,
You mean
yeah,
the
but what is it? What's involved in it?
It's kind of like, well, working out the kinks, and because we don't have a firm open date, it's soft, and it also gives us the opportunity to kind of prolong the opening so we can build up to a grand opening. So if you've ever opened up a space, sometimes things don't go exactly as planned.
Mm-hmm.
And you, it's kind of like a dress rehearsal, as it were.
Okay, but what's the performance? That's what I'm asking, really. It's like, yes, it's open, but does that mean that it's going to be open during the day, during the weekends, during the nighttime? Is there a show of some form? Is there something to see there? Why should I go down and see a soft opening?
Well, it will be the black and white exhibit, and then the Prodigy, I believe, Robin, is that what we were talking about, in the community gallery?
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be that, and then we'll take suggestions on how we explain where to park and how to enter, and
Right. And there will still be, I mean, we'll still be having events and some interesting things going on, and just getting people used to coming to the space.
Yeah.
And then yet to be announced, there'll be a wonderful international exhibit that everyone's going to be really excited about when we announce it, and that will be the grand opening and the hullabaloo, so to speak. And so it's kind of like a ramp up to the big opening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a floor plan that we would have be able to see, or see what the layout is going to be?
Yeah, you have that handy, Robin or Lucas? I think you do?
Not on my laptop, at least.
Hi, Sarah here. I have it. I could send it to somebody, and maybe you, Lucas, and stuff, we can disperse it, if that helps.
Yeah, I don't know how I would do that, to be honest.
Could you just share it on your screen?
Yeah.
I don't have it on my screen right now, but I don't know.
Do you have the latest one though? Because it got amended. And Len, do you have the latest one that he sent out just this past week?
Oh no, I don't. I have that latest one. I have the one from February.
Yeah, it's been amended since then. So
probably better if we had the amended one. Maybe it could just be for now a quick description, Jim, and then maybe we can get
it. Yeah. I was just curious. The other thing I was thinking of, in addition to those things that I mentioned, was kind of what kind of communication plan there might be in place to the membership to kind of get people. I know we've been keeping, FMoPA kind of in the forefront of social media and so on, but how do we ramp up the communications with the members about, we're going to kind of have a soft opening when, and we're going to have the grand opening in this time frame, and this is how much space we're going to have. And I think kind of getting the blood flowing in the membership and start building some excitement, with some actual stuff that's going on, might be helpful.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll stay in contact with you guys the same we always have through social media. I have all of your emails that will go on the email blast. We have the text system as well. I don't know if you were on that one, Jim, but we have our text blast as well. So that's probably the primary way. I'll keep in touch with you guys. Okay. Wendy does have some amazing contacts that we've utilized already in the journalism and kind of press side of the world, which if you saw on our social media recently, we had all those TV spots. So
more to come.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully with all of her help and our regular communications, we can keep you guys amply up to date and informed on everything we're doing.
Is it possible to kind of do a little walk around video of the progress?
That's a great idea.
We have been doing that, Jim. I'll send one to you, because when we meet, we've been meeting every Monday at Ybor.
Okay.
And then one of us will always come to the space to check it. And then obviously, because we are all videographers and photographers, we go.
Yeah, that is a great idea, Jim. And I think what you're saying too is like something that we can send out to all the membership or to everybody on our email, just to remind them, like, look, it's going forward. We're making these great steps, and we're going to be open soon, so that people realize that it's actually happening. It's really happening.
Yeah, and I was going to build on your point, Robin, because you took, I was thinking the very same thought, and I think one of the things, Jim, you're identifying, and this speaks to why Wendy and Robin have talking about a soft launch, is that there are numerous opportunities for us to engage, because this is exciting. I mean, there's no doubt about the potential and the change and sort of leveling up, and I think every opportunity that we can to communicate some of that with membership, exactly. I think you helped to identify that, and clearly, Lucas, you got a plan, but it's exciting what opportunities there will be as we have events and things leading up to these various grand events. And so each one of those is a touch point to re-energize folks, and that opportunity is really exciting.
And I'd like to add, we're also about to start leasing an office space on the 3rd floor, so that we can be there and then take people on tours afterwards. We'll have office hours. We'll be able to take you on tours if you'd like. And then when we do the phone-a-thon, if everybody here on this call can start right now making a list of people that, if they're not involved with FMoPA, that you think we can call, and we would like everybody on this call to help us with the phone-a-thon, we will also use that time to spread the word and tell people all the exciting things that we just talked about here to this group of 13 people.
Okay.
So
excellent.
Excellent. Thank you.
So I've been down at the Crest Center on quite a number of occasions over the last month or two, and it's like the FMoPA area just seems to be like dead, as you can't see anything. I mean, there's no sense of that it's being alive or when it is going to come alive. And I've been up at the because I'm very much involved in the Tampa City Ballet, and I'm up there quite a lot. I've been to a number of the performances there, and I think Tempest is trying to have a Thursday evening opening or a performance there most Thursdays, and I've been at a few of those, but I wasn't sure whether the FMoPA was going to be opening for around that time also, because that's another option. The other thing is there any opportunity in FMoPA to have a community space where people can meet, like where we could have meetings, or any other outside people can have meetings like what TAPA did and other organizations?
We've been talking about that, haven't we, Robin?
Yes, we have. Both of those things. Well, all those things.
Yes.
I have also, Michael, been going to some of the openings upstairs on Thursdays. Right. It's really wonderful. So yes, there is absolutely every plan to take advantage of that. In the short term, when we have our office, we'll be able to, we're going to hang some photographs in our office and be part of those openings. And then segueing into when the actual museum is open, we will also be open as well and inviting people in at that stage. The way the museum is laid out, which I would love, I wish we could share the blueprints with you right now, how it's laid out and stuff. There is, you come in, there's a lobby, there are some small offices, you come into a large gallery space, and then there's the smaller community gallery space to your left. So there's not a set place for events and that kind of thing. So it's going to have to be very adaptable and have things in the galleries other than in the office upstairs and in our offices, that will be the only gathering spaces. But we're looking at ways of doing that and encouraging people to use spaces in interesting different ways.
That's fun, exciting.
Can I jump in a little bit? Couple things, and you're probably already figure I'm doing this, but maybe getting not a poster, but a sign in like the streetcars. So when you're riding a streetcar, somebody can look up and say, oh, what's this, and what station do I get off, and that sort of thing. Because I ride it all the time, and it's really crowded. It's often really crowded, and people coming and going, so you get lots of visitors that way. possibly. Second thing would be that I'm friends with, I don't know if any of you have been to the Speakeasy Lounge. It's on, I don't know, it's a couple blocks away. But it's basically a kava bar, and it's made by really, really, really creative individuals. You walk in and it looks like you're in Disney's Haunted Mansion. This could be a meeting place, for instance, if you wanted to go, you know, if you had people over, since, you know, meeting area seems tight. This could be, you know, one of several places to go, and I'm sure the owners and, you know, people who work there, they're all artists of some sort. You know, granted, they're on the I'm sure you've seen me, you know, dress up in steampunk. That's, you know, visiting the museum all the time and stuff. They all like to dress up, you know, like that. Not, you know, but anyway, there's often people in costumes. And, you know, previously when they were at their old place, you know, the owner had set up a little space for artists to come in and show their work on Saturdays and Sundays. So I think it would be might be a good way, you know, just open up some communication with them.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We'll add them to the list of art institutions in Ybor and possible connections.
Yeah.
I know I've been talking with Green Door and obviously Tempest since we're here today about hopefully getting some good relationships going. So things are looking bright.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Oh, this is Anne Marie Cash, and I figured I'll take advantage of this moment to ask the question. I organized the Exquisite Corpse Games here in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I have currently 3 years of the photographic portion of it. I have the whole exhibit, but I have the part of photography that needs to be seen. And in there, for example, there's art photographer Ronaldo Rampolla, Chuck Busberg, Beth Reynolds, very good local photographers known in the area that have played. My question is, if you're putting anything on lists or how to go about it, it's available to be seen. I have it totally open. Money for me is not an option, meaning the exhibit is available, like I say, to be seen and to collaborate towards other not-for-profit organizations that are involved in the arts. I couldn't think of a better place than the Photographic Museum. So food for thought, if that's the case, please put that on the list as well to be taken into consideration.
Thank you, Anne-Marie. I've seen the Exquisite Corpse for many years, you know, because we had it at the MFA when I was working there, and they're always wonderful and really interesting. So we will absolutely put that on the list of things to consider. And if you want to write either myself or Sarah and send some information, that would be wonderful. Sarah would just be exhibitions@FMoPA.org, and it's just my name, Robin O'Dell.
I'm sorry, say that again, one more time. Exhibition?
Exhibitions@FMoPA.org.
It's now in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I see it. I will definitely do that. And again, the Exquisite Corpse, just as a reminder, it was all about creating community and developing community, about imagination. It doesn't matter your size, your culture, your ethnicity, nothing. All that matters is the talent and synergy that's created when people with the same thought and intent get together. So thank you for that, Robin. I will definitely send you the information.
Great, thank you.
And by the way, before I go, thank you. It's an honor to participate in this and to listen to all that you guys are doing. And it is a very exciting time. So thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming.
For sure.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, that's all I have. I have to get back to getting my photos submitted for the show.
Yay.
All
And
right.
everybody share the link. We have till midnight tonight, and we want to, what's our real goal, Lucas?
We wanted to hit 2,200 this year to beat last year.
Yeah.
So we're so close.
Does it make sense to put the link in the chat right now?
Yeah, Sarah, could you put it in the chat? I'm sharing my screen, so
just so
yes.
to make it quick and easy. If
Yeah.
that's
Sarah's gonna get that link for you real quick.
I'm looking forward to meeting everybody in person and to all the exciting things that are going to be happening. And as I said, just if you could help us by just making a list. I have my list of people here in my spiral notebook, and we're just going to build membership and donors one person at a time. So if everybody can come up with a list, Robin and I would be happy to meet them and give you and your friend a tour, and then their friend a tour. And that's how it's going to work.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, welcome back, Robin.
Thank you.
and welcome, Wendy. I think it's going to make a really good team, and I wanted to thank the staff for hanging in there all this time through all this hard work. I really have to commend you for everything that you've been doing, and of course, the board for pulling this all together. I think I'm really excited about the move to Ybor. I think the traffic that we're going to get on the street, and the synergy with the other galleries and artists and so on is just terrific. So I really look forward to seeing how this thing takes off in the next few months.
Well, your ideas, Jim, and that kind of enthusiasm is what it's all about. And the fact that Lucas and Simone and the team are making a list of possible collaborators at ground level is indicative of this. I think the new spirit. I mean, it's always been there, but certainly we've encouraged this sense of collaboration, transparency, inclusion. What are the possibilities? So hearing that is equally inspiring.
Yeah.
Oh, I also want to thank everybody. Have some problems that cause really bad ADD, and a year ago or whenever, when I went into FMoPA, it was friendly and it was made to feel at home, and even though I don't speak a lot and stuff like that, everybody has been friendly and made me feel like I wanted to submit to shows and stuff like that. And of course, being the way that I am, it'll be 11:35, p.m. before I start uploading pictures. So
you're going to be the one that takes us over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to see everybody.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
So
Thank
we'll
you all.
be distributing this recording through, because we also have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, we have the YouTube.
Yeah.
I can put it on the YouTube if you guys want to watch back. If you guys ever need anything, have any additional things that you thought of after the fact, because I'm very much that way, please feel free to email me or Simone. Simone is membership@FMoPA.org, and I am communications@FMoPA.org. So if you guys ever need anything, please let us know. But yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we are here for you.
Exactly. We're here for you guys. The museum is here for you guys. So please let us know if y'all need anything.
Thank you.
Thank you
all.
so much, Lucas.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you guys for coming to the map meeting.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
All right. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble closing this down.
It's all good. I was just seeing if anybody would stay afterwards. So thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I really